Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And previously, we learned the present simple, the formula of the present simple, its uses, and the spelling of the third person singular. Today, we are going to look at present simple part 2. So, let us begin. In present simple part 2, we are going to look at positive, negative, and question. Positive, negative, and question. waxaan baran doonaa marka present simple maadaama aan soo baranay formulaha isticmaalka iyo qaabka loo isticmaalo third person singular he, she, it. maanta marka waxaan baran doonaa insha allahu tacaala sidii loo waxeeyo positive-ka oo hadalka iska caadiga ah. In English, we also call it affirmative nawaldaha. In negative, question, su'al diidmo, su'al. Inta sambarayna marka, okay? So let us start. And below, number 1, I speak English. I speak English. Good. Waxaan ku hadlaa English kan ku hadlaa. Markaan rabno inaan ka dhigno negative, when you want to make it negative, we will add don't. Don't. We will say, I don't speak English. I don't speak English. I am not speak, that is wrong, dear viewers. You should say, I don't speak English. Kuma hadlo, English kuma hadlo. Question, if you look at I, subject pronoun I, hada aragto, waxaad ka hormarinaysaa do. wax kale ma bedelaysid, do baa ka hormarinaysaa. marka waxay noqonaysaa do I speak English. Do I speak English? Englishka miyaan ku hadlaa? And then you will put question mark at the end. meeshan dambana waxaa gelinaysaa, waxaa dhigaysaa question mark, calaamad su'aal. Good. Number 2, you have a car. You subject, have verb, car, object. You have a car. You have a car. waxaad haysataa gaari. Negative, don't. You will also take don't. You know waxay qaadataa don't. waxay la mid tahay I. You don't have a car. You don't have a car. gaari ma haysatid. Question, wali waxaa ka hormarinaysaa do. waxaa leedahay do you have a car? Do you have a car? gaari ma haysataa. Very good. Next, we have number 3. We live in Kenya. We live in Kenya. We live in Kenya. Okay. So this is the subject and this is the verb. We live in Kenya. Negative, waxaad ku daraysaa don't. waxaa leedahay we don't live in Kenya. We don't live in Kenya. We don't live in Kenya. Question, waxaad ka hormarinaysaa do. We waxaad ka hormarinaysaa do. Do we live in Kenya? Do we live in Kenya? Kenya miyaan ku noolnahay. Number 4, they build houses. They build houses. waxay dhisaan guryo dhisaan. Okay. Negative ka marka, they markaad qorto, don't agelinaysaa, wuxuu kasoo hormarayaa verbka, and then it will be they don't build houses. guryo ma dhisaan. Question, they waxaad ka hormarinaysaa do, and then it will become do they build houses? Do they build houses? Now, this subject pronoun I, you, we, and they always go together in the present simple. kuwan afartan way israacaan inta badan. Negative kooda waxaa loo isticmaalaa don't, question koodana waxaa loo isticmaalaa do. Now the third person singular, third person, she and he and it, way ka duwan yihiin. Remember last time waxaan soo baranay the spelling of the third person singular. kaasaan marka qaacidadaasaan raacaynaa. She eats. You see here? waxaan ku darnay aan ku darnay. She eats waa khalad. Very often students make that mistake. ardayda inta badan khaladkaas iskama ilaalin karaan. She eat ay dhahayaan, okay? ma fiicno. She eats صح ما أنا أرجع. She eats وين هذا. She eats pizza. Pizza ما هو pizza. She eats pizza. waxay cuntaa pizza. Okay, what is the negative of this sentence now? She doesn't. Now we are not using don't. هذا بيستعمل لما don't. هذا أركتيت subject pronoun she وحلا يستعملها doesn't. She doesn't eat pizza. And here is the biggest problem here. ماشان مربى that doesn't استعماله استوى كريبسا. بعدين غنيسا she doesn't eat pizza. She doesn't eat pizza. Question this time round هنستعملنا does. Does she eat pizza? هدي أنا استعمله question ك does then أيضا است كمدراي وعين غنيسا eat كلين غنيسا does she eat pizza? And then remember not to forget the question mark. 6. He watches TV. If you look at this verb watch فعل كان وقوله ماذا? It ends in ch and we learned in our previous lesson هذا فعل ch كده ماذا؟ وحكوت رئيسا es. Then therefore it will become he watches TV. وحو داودا TV هو داودا. Okay. What is the negative? He doesn't and then وحكر رئيسا وحي الودراء مركي هي affirmative كم positive كم es تكر رئيسا. Therefore it will become he doesn't watch. ما داودو. He doesn't watch TV. Question mark. Does she watch TV? Asagin wakrevesa estas. Remember est wakrevesa negative ka question ka. Does she watch TV? The last one, it rains in spring. It rains in spring. Spring is a kind of season. Or season كحليات وقتي how I think it is there. Okay? Yeah. It rains in spring. It rains in spring. So the negative is it doesn't rain in spring. It doesn't rain in spring. There is no S here. Question, does it rain in spring? So dear viewers, I would like to remind you that you should not forget this formula. When you use doesn't, the verb does not take any S or ES or IES. Now this time round, let's move on to our next part, that is questions with a question word. Question with a question word. Question with a question word. Marka fiiriso title kan question with a question word waxaa laga wadaa laba su'aal oo isku dhex jiro. For example here, number 1, we have what. What is a question word or WH question. And then here we have another do. So these are two questions. What no su'al, do no waxaa ka bilaawata su'al. We always use a formula. We have this formula. I always teach the students this formula. If you follow this formula, the formula rabbit, I think it will be very easy for you. Qua, si. Okay. Qua, this is question word. A is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb. S is the subject pronoun, and I is the infinitive of fi'il. Let's look at this example. What, a question word. Do or auxiliary verb in the present simple. Subject wa you here, and then infinitive kana wa do. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do means what's your job? I'm a teacher. What do you do? I'm a cameraman. What do you do? I'm an engineer. So that is asking you about your job or what you do. Number 2, where? That is the question. Can you see? Auxiliary verb is do. Subject pronoun is they. And then infinitive is live. Where do they live? Where do they live? Where do they live? They live in Nairobi. Now let's move on to number 3. Who do you live with? Who do you live with? I live with my family. You can answer this question in so many ways. I live with my family, I live with my uncle, or you can say even I live alone. Number 4, which color? So here mention question word ka markaa qorto eraygan colorka wali wuxuu la socdaa question wordka, then auxiliary marka inta ka bilaabanaya. Which color do they want? Which color do they want? They want blue, they want red. That is the answer. Color K, Raban, which color do they want? Or you can say, which color do you want? Color K, Rabta. Good. Number 5, why? Why do we stay here? Why do we stay here? Mention how jogna. Why do we stay here? See that? Number 6, when does she do her homework? When? When does she do her homework? Gormay samaysa, mise xilligay samaysa homework-eeda. Shaqada guriga, homework. When does she do her homework? She does her homework after dinner. After dinner. Minaa cishada, sorry, markii cuntada cunto kadib. When does she do her homework? Cashada markii cunto kadib. After dinner. After dinner. Number 7, how does he come to work? How does he come to work? Shaqada qaabkuu ku imaada. He comes to work on foot. Usoo lugaya. He comes to work by bus. Wuxuu ku imaada bus or by taxi. Any form of transport. How marka waxa waa sidee. Number 8, how often does it rain? How often? So you can see here how and often they are together. Way isla socdaan. How often does it rain? It rains once in a week. It rains twice in a week. You know, اسبوعي هالمر, اسبوعي لaba jeer. That is about this question. So we have now question with the question word. I want you to master this. waxaan rabaa inaad maaragtay maskaxda ku qabatiin formulahan question word, auxiliary, subject and infinitive, and then it will be very easy for you to form the question with a question word. Now let's move on to another form of question. Yes or no question. Question kan wuxuu kaaga baahan yahay ha mise maya. Hadii su'aal lagu weydiiyo ha mise maya, kan iyo kan way kala duwan yihiin. Kan wuxuu kaaga baahan yahay jawaab dheer. What do you do? I'm a teacher. Kan wuxuu kaaga baahan yahay ha mise maya. Let's see. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? English kan ku hadashaa. Then you have to say yes. Remember, you should write Y in capital. Y the way in a capital qortaa. Yes, like this. And then you should put here comma. Don't forget to write the comma. And then yes, I do. It is wrong to say yes, I speak. غلط. Do you speak English? Yes, I speak. That's wrong. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. Full stop. You can add more information. The other one is negative. No, I don't. No, I don't. Number 2, does she come early? Does she come early? Xilli hore miyay imaataa? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she comes. That's wrong. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. So if you practice more, then it will be easier for you. Remember, the more you read, the easier it becomes. Now, finally, let's move to adverbs of frequency. We usually use adverbs of frequency and with the present simple. Adverb of frequency, waxaa loo garanayaa adverbyadan sida never, sometimes, often, and always. We also have usually waan isticmaali karnaa. So we can do like this. We can do like this, okay? So here we have 0% is never. Never. waxaad weligaad samaynin waxaad lahaa 0% oo isticmaalaysa waa never. Sometimes for 40%, boqolkiiba 40. often 50%. And then here we have always 100%. You do it every time. Let's look at examples. We say these adverbs usually come before the main verb. Adverb of frequency usually come before the main verb. ولو كسر مرة فعل كمين verb كلو قرناي. See the eat full verb كعمل eat, play, come. So you can see here now I underlined for you. I often eat. Eat is the main verb. So main verb كلو كسر مرة always. I often eat in a restaurant. I often eat in a restaurant. انت بدنا وعن كعنا انتظر مخايدة. She never goes out on Sundays. She never. Goes is the main verb. Then this is the adverb of frequency. It comes before the main verb. She never goes out on Sundays. مالنت أحدا بنانك ما أدو. Good. Number 2. These adverbs come after the verb to be. After the verb to be. Verb to be قداش say مران. You have to understand. Verb to be قداش say مران. This is the verb to be, right? Is and are, was and were. She is always late. You can see here, this is the verb to be. Then this is the adverb of frequency. She is always late. Markasto, I am never late for school. I am. Is the auxiliary verb or verb to be. So you can see here, never comes after the verb to be. Grashi says somertay, I'm never late for school. That is all about this part. Now, I want to remind you that when you are learning these adverbs of frequency, there are two special adverbs of frequency that can go at the beginning or the end of a sentence. What are they? Usually and sometimes. Usually and sometimes. You can say, usually I sleep late. I sleep late usually. I sleep late usually. How about sometimes? You can say, sometimes I play tennis. Or you can say, I play tennis sometimes. You see that? But the rest, you cannot put them at the beginning or the end of sentence. See that? Never, often, always, rarely, and that is all about our lesson for today, and thank you so much indeed for watching.